Hello my students, how are you? Prep 2. Today we'll solve permissions and assessments, weekly assessment, 7th week, number 7. First question here, choose the correct answer from the correct answer. Number 1, if the polynomial 9x power 2 by b plus bx plus 1 is a perfect square, then what is the value of b? Okay, we have here perfect square. What's the meaning of perfect square? Meaning the middle term here equivalent positive or negative 2 product by square root of the first product by square root of the third. Then bx will be equivalent to positive or negative 2 product by square root of the first, 9x power 2 product by square root of 1. Then bx equal positive or negative 2 product by square root of 9 equal 3x by 1. Then bx equal positive or negative 2 times 3 is x. B here is the coefficient of x. Then the coefficient of x will be positive or negative 6. Next question. Number 2. If x plus b equivalent to x plus b product by x plus 3 is equivalent to x power 2 plus ax plus 50. He wants to find a plus b. Okay, in this expression we know p times 3 equal 15. 15 equals 3 times 5. Then the value of b here will be 5. b will be 5. And ax, it's meaning the product of extremes and means the sum of them equal ax. Then ax equal product of extremes here 3 times x equal 3x, and that means 5x. Then ax equivalent 8x. The coefficient of x here will be equal 8. A equal 8. Then he won't find here a plus b. 5 plus 8 equal 13. Then the answer here will be 13. Next question. Second, factorizing. 2x power 2 plus 7x plus 6. We can factorize this by open brackets. 2x power 2 equal 2x times x. We want two numbers, the product of them equals 6 and the product of extremes and means the sum of them equals 7. We can write 6 equals 3 times 2. 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay, but this difference, okay? 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. And 2 times 2x equals 4x. 3 times x equals 3x. The sum of them equals 7x, like the middle. In the sign here, like the middle, like the third positive, it will be negative like negative. Negative times negative positive, because the sum of them equal negative 7x, then it must be negative and negatives to take negative 7x. Understood? You can use calculator to find the answer. Look at here. You can open here and choose equation number 5. Look at here, choose number 5 and then number 3, this equation, and put the coefficient of x power 2 here 2 first, right? 2 equal, and then negative 7 equal, and then 6 equal, and the first solution will be 2 here, right? Negative 2, okay, and then write equal again. 3 over 2, write the inverse of the sign 2 here. Look at here, the solution will be 3 over 2. 2 here will be coefficient of x. 2 here coefficient of x, and 3, write the inverse of 3 will be negative 3. Write negative 3 here. Okay, you can solve this by calculator to find the result. Use this method, okay, to get easy methods. Next question, quick. We have x power 3 plus 64 become factorization about 2 brackets. X power 3 cubic root of x power 3x cubic root of 64 equal 4. X power 2 x power 2 x 4 power 2 equals 16, and the middle 4 times x, and write the inverse negative 4x. Next question. E power 2 p power 2 subtract by 4. It's the difference between two squared. Square root of the first, ab, times ab equal ab power 2, and negative 2 times positive 2 equal negative 4. Second group. The polynomial 16x power 2 plus x plus 1 is a perfect square. What is the value of b? We know b x equivalent, the middle term here, bx equivalent positive or negative 2, product by square root of the first, product square root of the third. Then bx equivalent positive or negative 2 times square root of 16 equal 4, and x power 2x. Then bx equivalent positive or negative 2 times 4, 8. So the coefficient here, coefficient of xp equivalent positive or negative 8. Next question. If x plus b product by x plus 3 is equivalent to x power 2 plus ex plus 15. We can find b here will be 5 because 3 times 5 equal 15, and ex equivalent to what? Equivalent sum of extremes and means. Okay, then ex here equivalent a sum of extremes and means. The product of extremes 3x and means will be 5x. So ex equal 8x. Then the coefficient here of x a equal 8, and we have b equal, we have again here, where is the example? Yes, a equal 8 and b was 5. This was b. Then the value of b equal 5. So he want what here? He want a product by b. ab equivalent 5 times 8 equal 40. In the times here will be 40. Next question. 9x power 2 subtract by 12x plus 4. This perfect square because the middle equal 2 times square root of the first and the third. Then we can factorize the square root of the first, square root of the third, and say the second all power 2 by the sign of the middle. Okay. Next question. Let's see. The primal 25x power 2 plus bx plus 1 is the perfect square. What is the value of b? He wants to find the value of b here. Okay, we can solve this example by using the rule. We know bx equivalent positive or negative 2 square root of the first, square root of the third. Bx equivalent positive or negative 2 product by 5x product by 1. Bx equal positive or negative 10x. Then p equal positive or negative 10. It's the coefficient of x. Next question, number 2. If x plus p product by x plus 3 equivalent x power 2 plus ex plus 15, we can find a and b and then find the difference between them. He won't find e subtracted by b. We know 3 times what equal 15, 3 times 5. The value of b equal 5. And ex equivalent the product of extremes and product of means equal 8x. Then ax equivalent to 8x. Then the value of a equal 8. And we have b5. Then a minus b, 8 minus 5 equal 3. Next question. 5x power 2 subtract by 28x subtract by 12 equivalent. We can factorize this expression or into brackets. 5x power 2 equal 5x times x. 12 equals 6 times 2. And 6 times 5 equals 30. 2 times x equal 2x. And then he won't find the addition of them equal negative 28. Right here negative and this positive. Negative 6 times 5 negative 30 plus 2 equal negative 28. This is the answer here will be negative 28. Then negative 30x plus 2x equal negative 28x. Okay, then this factorization. You can use also calculator to find the result. Do you remember the steps? Look at here. You can open your calculator mode and then 5 and 3. Put 5 and 3 and then put coefficient 5 equal negative 28 equal and negative 12 equal. And then solution here, x1 equals 6, write negative 6 here. And second fraction, it will be 5x plus 2, 5x plus 2. 5 in the down will be coefficient of x, 5x, and the inverse of the sign here will be positive, okay? You can use calculator to find the result about this type of questions only. Okay, number 4, x power 3 plus 216. We can open small and greater brackets. Cubic root of x power 3 x power 2 x power 2, cubic root of 216 equals 6, 6 power 2 equals 36, positive, and the middle negative 6x. We have the difference between 2 squared, p power 2 p power 2 subtract by 100. We can factorize this. Square root of the first, a square root of the second, right, negative and positive. It's the last question about weekly assessment number 7. Okay.